What's up, everybody? It is Amrinder Singh, and today I'm gonna explain Punjabi word "no." And this word is used a lot in conversation or any sentence structure, and mostly in simple way. If I have to tell you the meaning of "no," it's basically a two, but it is more than two. All right, it depends on the sentence structure, all right, or the context, what you're talking about. So that's what I'm gonna explain this little word "no" in detail. All right. So mainly it's being used for in five situations, which we will discuss um, single by single. All right. The first, this is very important. We use it for object, living object. All right. Who receives the action? Living object who receives the action. I would explain what it is. And second is for obligation sentences. When you make a sentence about some kind of obligations, all right? Number three, for feelings or experience, when you feel something, all right? Experience outside any kind of feeling or experience happening to someone or happenings to you, that time we use it. And number four, for needs and suggestions, we use this word in those kind of sentences. And directions, number fifth, for directions or for target, we use it. All right. So before I explain this thing in detail, I wanna let you know that if you wanna uh watch through video this lesson, if you want, if you need the visuals, all right, when I'm sharing my screen, I'm explaining everything on the screen. If you want to learn that way, you are the visual learner or you're serious about learning Punjabi, then you can join my Patreon. It's very cheap. It's only for $5. It's like a private tutor is teaching you, which is so cheap, and you can also get these kind of videos which I will be creating a lot. The uh visual lessons. I made a lot of audio podcasts. I'm gonna also put those audio podcasts in the visuals. So it's going to be really good if you're really serious about learning Punjabi step by step. What is the difference between colloquial Punjabi and textbook type Punjabi? Because mostly I see you guys learn textbook style Punjabi. Like I see some teachers, they teach, all right, Mera na Amrinder hai. All right, they put hai, then we don't put hai, right? O pasu han, they are animal. We don't use han, we say o pasua. So these kind of things, if you want to learn in detail, all right, then you can join my Patreon. Link is in the description. All right. It's going to be so cheap. And if you need private classes, one-on-one private classes, you can also find the link in the description. You can join my Patreon there or you can email me everything. All right. So anyway, back to the topic, what we are learning. So what is the meaning of a noon? All right. We use for five situations. I already told you. Now we're gonna explain these five situations in detail. All right. So first, in object. All right. So first of all pronouns receives the action. So when anything receives the action in sentence, is the receiver. That it could be a pronoun, it could be a name, all right, it could be a living object. So they are receiving it, become passive. So those situations, all pronouns is being used, the noun is being used with all pronouns. Like a pronoun मैं become मैनू, pronoun ਤੂੰ become ਤੈਨੂੰ, all right, pronoun ਤੁਸੀਂ become ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ, all right, pronoun ਉਹ become ਉਹਨੂੰ, all right, Asi becomes Sanu. So this is how they change. All right. So basically, any pronoun when is receiving action. Now I'm gonna give you some examples. For example, I will say, uh, "मैं onu देखा." All right. I saw him. So he is the receiver. All right. He is the receiver. So I saw him. So I will say मैं onu. I put nu after o. onu. मैं ਉਹਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਿਆ. I saw him. All right. Next is Oni menu paise ditte. Now I'm the receiver. He gave me the money. All right. He gave me the money. I'm the receiver of you know the money. So then I use the sentence Oni menu. All right. I used menu. So here I use Oni. All right. If you wanna know why I didn't use O, I did Oni, make sure you also check my recent podcast I released last week. So I explain really well what the difference between O and Oni. So I can also tell you a little bit here. So in the past, mostly we use Oni instead of O. All right. If a verb has object. In the past, if verb has an object, then we use oni. If it doesn't, then we use o. All right, like o share gaya. He went to the city, so it's a share. It's a place. It's not object. So there's no object. I use o. But in this situation, it happened in past. He gave me the money, so I'm the object. All right. So that why we use oni. Oni menu paise dite. So make sure you check out my latest um podcast episode where I explain really well O and Oni. All right. Anyway, third example, मैं David ਨੂੰ lesson ਦਿੱਤਾ. I teach David. All right. I gave the lesson to David. So here, David is the receiver. All right. मैं David ਨੂੰ lesson ਦਿੱਤਾ. So David is the receiver. I put ਨੂੰ after David, after a name. David ਨੂੰ. All right. This is how we use this word ਨੂੰ when we talk about object, basically, or you can say passive pronouns, or like a menu, tenu is passive pronouns. But here, David is a receiver, and I put nu. All right. Okay. The first example, tum kutte nu roti pai or roti ditti. All right. So it means you give a roti to a dog. So tum kutte nu. So after kutte, I put nu. Tum kutte nu roti pai. All right. So it's dog is a living object. All right. It's not dead object. So that's why. So I use nu after kutte. All right, a kutta. Okay. Now I'm gonna explain number second, like when we use nu for feelings and experience. All right. For example, if you wanna talk about like you like something, like in Punjabi we say pasand, or you know something, we say pata, menu pata. All right. Or if you explain of some kind of experience, or maybe you talk about something, you assume something, we say lagda, menu lagda. All right. So these kind of things like onu ede ware pata, he knows about it. All right. He knows about it. So now he knows something. That time we say oh nu. I didn't say oh. All right. Onu ede ware pata. All right. So we're talking about here about his, you know, he knows something or his experience. All right. Menu ਭੁੱਖ ਲੱਗੀ ਆ, like I'm hungry. Menu ਭੁੱਖ ਲੱਗੀ ਆ. So here is some kind of feeling happening to me. Hunger feeling is happening to me. So that's I will say menu. I put nu after me. Menu ਭੁੱਖ ਲੱਗੀ ਆ. All right. Third example, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ film ਪਸੰਦ ਆ or ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ film ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਆ. I like this movie. All right. ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਔਰ ਪਸੰਦ ਆ, same thing. You can use whatever you. So I use ਮੈਨੂੰ, I put ਨੂੰ, ਮੈਨੂੰ. So this experience or the feelings I'm feeling about this movie, all right? So that's why you ਮੈਨੂੰ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ film ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਆ, all right? So these were the basically the feeling and experience when we use ਮੈਨੂੰ, all right? Okay, now the obligations. So if you're gonna make sentences about the obligation, it's always going to start with, ਮੈਨੂੰ, ਤੈਨੂੰ, all right? For example, I say, ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੰਮ ਤੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਪਊਗਾ, all right? So it means tomorrow I will have to go to the work, right? So I have an obligation. So I will use ਮੈਨੂੰ. I didn't say ਮੈਨੂੰ, all right? If I say David David ਨੂੰ ਕੰਮ ਤੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਪਊਗਾ, all right? David has to go to the work, all right? Then I don't say David. I say David ਨੂੰ ਕੰਮ ਤੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਪਊਗਾ. So if it the sentence has obligation, you always use nu after a pronoun, after a name. All right. Second example, we can say kal menu hospital jana paya, right? Yesterday I had to go to the hospital. I had an obligation yesterday. All right. Again, I use menu. Kal menu hospital jana paya. All right. So, okay, the fourth one, when we have needs or suggestions like ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੱਪੜਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਆ or ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ, it means I need clothes. All right. So I had need something. I didn't say ਮੈਂ, I say ਮੈਨੂੰ. I'm the receiver again here. I'm the receivers, and because I need it. All right. So ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੱਪੜਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ, I need clothes. All right. Uh, ਤੈਨੂੰ ਜਿਮ ਜਾਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ. You should go to the gym. Now I'm giving you suggestions. You should do this. You should go to the gym, right? I said ਤੈਨੂੰ gym ਜਾਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ. All right. So I use ਤੈਨੂੰ. I didn't say ਤੂੰ. I said you ਤੈਨੂੰ. If I'm given the suggestion to myself like a ਮੈਨੂੰ gym ਜਾਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, I should go to the gym. ਮੈਨੂੰ. I could say David ਨੂੰ gym ਜਾਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ. David should go to the gym. All right. I'm given the suggestion. When you give the suggestion, when you make the sentence of obligations, so you always use nu after a pronoun, after a name. All right. Okay. The last one, the fifth one, is for directions and target. All right. So like ਇਹ ਸੜਕ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ? Like this road goes to which city? All right. ਇਹ ਸੜਕ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ, ਸ਼ਹਿਰ means city, ਨੂੰ I put after ਨੂੰ, ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ. All right. ਤੂੰ ਦੁਕਾਨ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਾ, like well you go to the shop. ਤੂੰ ਦੁਕਾਨ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਾ, I said ਦੁਕਾਨ ਨੂੰ. So we are talking about directions here or target here, but you have flexibility here in fifth. We are talking about when you talk about directions or target, you don't need to put no. You can put it, but you can eliminate that. You can say like a sadak share nu ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ, and so share yeah. So you when you say a sadak share nu ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ, you can eliminate no. You can say a sadak share ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ. All right. ਤੂੰ ਦੁਕਾਨ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਾ, you can say ਤੂੰ ਦੁਕਾਨ ਜਾਣਾ. You can use it has flexibility a little bit. It's not a big deal if you don't use no. But other four is you have no choice. You have to use nu. If you don't use nu, it's gonna be so weird, or it could have some different meanings. All right. So keep in mind when you talk about a direction target and you have option to use nu or not. But other four, if you're using nu for need or suggestion, or you're talking about obligation, or you're talking about feelings or experiences happening to you or happening to someone, that time you have to use nu. And which very important for objects. All right. When object is receiving the action in the sentence, you have to use nu. All right. So I hope you learned something new today and you enjoy it. All right. And if you have any question, you can ask me through comments. All right. So I'll be back with another lesson in another day.